Yeah, well, he's hot. You know, you can't not have that sexy beast back there when we play.
Does he have horns?
Sonic?
He does not.
No, Sonic doesn't have horns.
Just
Okay.
long white hair, very flaxen, shiny. Shampoo.
He's a silver fox.
Oh yeah, he is a
Ooh.
quintessential silver fox.
For
Alrighty, let's.
some reason, my metal one still likes me better than this one, and I'm sad because I really like you.
It's okay, you're gonna need it.
Oh man.
Let's begin. So you have all successfully, if you remember from our last game, you've all successfully killed the Blight Boar and saved the town from this disease-ridden, necrotic ooze that has been destroying people and cattle and farmland. You already noticed that it's been starting to recede and get better, and so you can tell that the town now has hope. Everything is on the mend, which is great. Everyone has shown their appreciation, especially Council Member Strength, the High Elf, who has granted all of you some boons. He gave Yassin some money, 100 gold. He gave Grim access to his private reserve of top shelf elven wine. You all had free food and a night stay at the tavern. You were all taken care of by Dareth. You've all had a long rest and recovered. Nim, what did you request? Oh, you requested the info from Strength, right? Or was that Astrella? No, Astrella did that. What did you request, Nim?
A bat.
A bat. Oh, that's right. Just the bat.
Gosh.
Oh, the bat.
Bath. Right. So all of you got baths, and of course, Astrella, you had asked for any information on the Horn of Faunus, on this legendary item that is somewhere within Phandalin. Of course, Strength in the morning produced this dusty old tome, which he told you a couple of interesting details, one of which was that the horn is said to be within the ruins, that there was an ancient cult of elves who had worshipped Faunus as a god of darkness and rebirth, he specifically said, and that anyone who has ever ventured to find this horn has never returned. No one has discovered this, but there are goblins who inhabit this castle, which they had been at war with previously, but things have been quiet over the past 7 years or so, give or take. There's a hermit out in the woods that he lets you know about. And he basically gave you a direction and also gave you a warning. He had looked into all of your souls, if you will, using his powers of deduction, and brought up different aspects of who you are and who you're hiding underneath. And he lets you know that, well, you're not going to be able to complete this quest if you can't fully trust each other. So be careful who you journey with, in essence. And after that, he closed his book and has bid you all farewell and a good day. And so that is where we begin our session now. You have eaten breakfast. You have, I would imagine, you have left the tavern at this point and are all outside in the town square. Again, everybody who comes by, they greet you warmly. There are waves. Everyone is happy. You are definitely the heroes of the day. As you look out, you can see a very, I wouldn't even say it's a normal hustle and bustle. It is packed. There is hope in the air. People are rebuilding things that look like they were run down. There is more than just the teenage girl taking care of the fountain. There is a host of people grooming the landscaping, cleaning things. They're trying to pick this place back up. The commerce district with all of the shops and everything is in full swing. Blacksmiths, you can hear them out there hammering away at their trade. You can smell the breakfast cooking from the tavern, and people are starting to come in, and as they pass you, they're like, ah, and they're like, drinks on me if you come by tonight, and different things that you hear them saying. But now you have a task before you. The direction that Strength had indicated before he left was literally straight out of town. If you follow the cobbled stone street that you're on straight out, you will venture into the woods. And from there, it will not be hard for you to discover either where the hermit lives or to head straight to the Highfell Castle ruins. He left you a small map. You can easily follow it to either direction and avoid any bandits or anything that might be in the woods. A very safe trip for you this morning. How would the party like to proceed?
To the hermit.
Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to the hermit.
That's hermit?
To the hermit.
To the hermit.
To the hermit.
To the hermit.
Let's go.
So as you walk out of town,
he sees 4 people power walking. We're not running, we're walking really fast.
So as you walk out of town, of course, you pass by the hospital wing, the 2 tents that are there. And you can see as the flaps are wide open. Stella is inside, and you can actually see a smile on her face as she turns to look at the party, and she nods in the 4 of yours direction. And some of the people that you had saw the previous night who were on the tables, in the beds in pain, are starting to sit up now. Their lesions look a little bit better. You can see a noticeable improvement already as the curse is starting to lift off of the people as well. And she kind of whispers to some of the people as you walk by, and you see them get wide-eyed and look in your direction. And this little kid is a small little boy. He just sort of waves emphatically at all of you. And you can see the lesions on his face are just you wave back.
I wave back emphatically.
Then he just smiles from ear to ear. Everyone's happy. You can see the impact that you have done. As you continue into the woods, the atmosphere changes just a little bit. You can hear the sounds of the forest, the birds singing. It's definitely more positive than it has been before in your previous encounter when you went to go rescue Seth's baby girl Tina, the buffo, from earlier. But all of you, regardless of your magical powers or not, all of you have a strong battle sense and just your wits about you. You can start to feel a shift. That the deeper you get into the woods, the heavier it feels, the darker it feels. It doesn't get physically darker. It's still a nice bright morning. Sun rays are peeking through the trees and casting golden rays on the ground, and you're crunching through the leaves, but it feels heavy. And there is this almost pressure that each of you are feeling on your chests as you move deeper and deeper into the woods. Does anybody want to take a moment to use this opportunity to talk to each other? Ask any questions, probe, get to know each other.
Can I do an insight check?
You can do an insight check. Who do you want to do an insight check on?
I was gonna say the general forest.
The forest itself? Yes, you may do an insight check into the forest. Roll, in this case, perception. Roll a perception. So you're going to roll and then add your perception to it.
16.
Cool. So with a 16, as you're walking through the woods, there's one thing that you notice that strikes you as really odd. Everybody's footsteps, while you have not changed pace or the weight of your walking, it's gone from sounding very crunchy when you were near the forest beginning, you know, the typical as you're walking, to now it almost sounds muffled to you, as if your ears are getting like a pressure, but you try to pop them, you try to yawn and shake your head a little bit, and it's not your ears. There's no pressure built up in your head. There's something different about the way the world actually sounds here. And so far, you're the first one who's picked up on that. Everybody else has a chance if there's anything else you would all like to do.
Oh.
If you're all walking towards the hermit's house.
What do we know about this hermit? I wasn't here for this part.
Oh, you went to the bathroom. That he's a hermit? That he may know more? That's what we know about this hermit.
Oh.
Not much.
The general, he may know about
He may know about
castle or whatever.
Mhm. Should we not send everyone in to talk to him? Should we have someone kind of watch outside just in case he's not like
Ooh. Dawson could watch out.
Yassin can watch outside?
Yeah.
That might be smart. Okay.
Plan before we get to this hermit. I mean, we don't know what he's gonna be like. He could be crazy for all I know. I don't know. Hermits could be really nice or really crazy. There's really no in between usually when I find hermits, but that's just me.
Do you have a lot of experience with hermits?
I have more experience with like street people, and that sounds weird. Hold on.
With what people?
Street people.
Street people. Urchins.
I don't know if that's the same thing as a hermit.
I don't know. It's the same thing. You live on your own. You're surviving off the wild. I don't know. Do you know any hermits?
This is a first in my hermit talking experience, so I don't have a lot of insight on this.
Normal people.
Maybe.
As you get close to the hermit's house, there is a noticeable shift in color that everybody can get. It's gone from being bright and orange and cheery to a greenish hue. All the leaves now have created a very thick canopy, and the light that does penetrate is colored as it passes through all of these big leaves around you. And so there's a very green hue to everything. You take a right at a fork as you follow the map. Who has the map, by the way? Who would like to be the map bearer?
I can bear the map.
All right, Astrella has the map. So you can see at this fork that to the right, Astrella, is where the hermit lives. But if you follow the left into the woods, it gets even darker and perhaps maybe a bit more foreboding. That is where Highfell Castle ruins are. And you can see that that path has been not traveled recently. It's overgrown. There are logs and dirt and leaves that have covered over most of it. It's hard to make out, but you can see where the old trail might have been. However, the one to the hermit is a little bit more worn, a bit more traveled, though you can see that the trail, it kind of narrows as if one person walks it more than a group of people, if you will. And so you meet the party and you approach the hermit's house. It is nestled just outside of an old graveyard. This graveyard has been around for centuries by your estimates as you all look at this. It is untended. There is graves that have been broken, fallen over, cracked. No one's been out here in a long, long time. But you notice that there's this graveyard, and maybe 20 feet from it is this hut. Actually, a rather large hut, a big round with thatch roofing on it. It has some of the green leaves that have fallen on top of it. You can see that it is made of the earth, very brick and mud and everything kind of put together, done so in a very loving and careful fashion. It's well built, but it is definitely an old hut that has been here maybe as long as this graveyard that's in front of you. What would you like to do?
Who's the person standing there? Is that the hermit?
Oh no,
is
that
that
person,
supposed to be
sorry,
there?
that person's not supposed to be there. We'll just move that over here. There we go. There's no person.
Okay, I was just curious. So are we on the map?
Not yet. No, I didn't put us on there yet.
I guess. What's that circle?
You are.
That's that circle that you see there. That is a old fountain. It reminds you a lot of the one at the center of town back in Phandalin. Has the same look and feel to it. But again, this one hasn't been used in a long, long time. There's no water on the inside of it. The foundation of it is cracked all the way down so that any water that would pool from rain would just instantly leak out. It's covered in green moss all across it. Leaves have just kind of nestled into the bottom, and it's quite overgrown. But if you look closely, you can see some inscriptions and some carvings done into it, as if at one time this was a beloved fountain at the center of a cemetery where loved ones were kept.
Can I read it?
Sure. You don't even need to use any of your powers for this. It's actually written in a very common tongue that many travelers would understand, sort of a basic trade language. And across it, you can read, "To those we've lost and to those we love, this fountain is here for all above." And that just kind of repeats itself as it goes around. Again, indicating this place it's not a place of darkness. These graves aren't, they're not of anything malicious. People loved these people who were buried here. It's just been a long time since anyone has come to it. Perhaps the families have died out. Perhaps they've just forgotten.
She's gonna look around at the graveyard. The fact that it just is a graveyard, she goes, okay, I'm getting a sneaky suspicion that this one's probably a crazy one. I don't know. But most people don't just live outside a cemetery. But that could just be me. I don't know. This kind of thing.
All right, do we want to come up with some questions for this guy before we go in and bombard him with all this?
You seem like
yeah.
I don't
So
plan things out that far. So
you seem like a great person to figure that out. You seem very
Thanks.
brainsy. I like it. You know, if you could just write a couple down, that would be great. Like,
okay, well, let's think of it this way. What do we want to know from him?
We should ask what's inside the castle.
Where the horn is.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows something about the traps and everything, the booby traps.
Like, if he ever been there.
Yeah.
Does he have any tips, tricks, cautionary tales? Like,
Fairy tale.
fairy tales.
like I thought
No,
it's
Grim, fairy tales, not nary tales. I don't know what you've heard, but most of what I've heard is fairy tales. Fairy tales, by the way.
cautionary tales.
Fairy tales, fairy tales.
No.
So what was the dragon? What was that dragon show? I wish I would
Dragon
with all
Tales.
my heart.
Dragon tales, dragon tales. Smells.
Okay.
All right, so you guys have a plan. So
We're good?
so what
We're
I
good?
heard is you want to leave someone to stand guard. Is that true?
Yes, Yassin's gonna stay outside and just keep an eye on things, just in case.
Okay, so Yassin, you will stay outside. Yassin, I want you to go ahead and roll perception for me, just to see how keen your eyesight is going to be as you guard everybody. You'll stay outside. The rest of you will go.
Now I have a segment hit. Look at him. Keeping watch.
Heels.
Yeah, there you go. You're gonna
So
go.
his
Girls only like guys with great skills.
Girls only like
What's
girls.
your perception, sir?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right, plus
Perception. So,
It's fine. We know how to work a computer.
All right. Ooh. Natural 20
Fucking hate
plus
you.
4.
First
All right.
roll of the game, and no, not first roll, but
That's
pretty
insane.
early on.
Second roll.
I'm using these dice now.
No.
These are my
he said I bought him.
So,
dice. Yeah.
I don't seem to be
I
playing.
can like see through,
I
I can see colors and hear and see sound and hear color.
Y'all
Colors.
really do be needing to get these because they be getting me the good ones.
Damn.
Mm.
Nim does want to knock on the door first, though. She doesn't want to just walk into this house.
Sure, absolutely. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is why I can't see that my computer is charging. Just give me a hot second here to figure this out before everything
A lot
shuts.
of technical difficulties today.
It's a Monday. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, that is the truest statement ever.
Yeah.
A Monday.
Even for a day off, it's still just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Am I?
You'll have the day off.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it may have gotten loose over there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Aha, now I'm charging. Cool. I was at 30%. It would have died at the good part. Trust me.
3?
Ooh.
30.
Oh, 30.
It would have lasted for a while, but it would have died literally at the good part. Okay, we're good.
I'm going to.
So there's a good part, guys. There's hope.
I don't know. When he says good, I think it's good in a bad way.
Good for him,
It's
right?
It's already over, man. When the damn
Situation.
trials is done, we're done.
Y'all thought the blight board was what you should worry about.
Wait. Question before we go any further.
Yes.
You're gonna tell us when we can die, right? Like you're gonna tell us when that safety net is gone and you will kill us, right? Or not?
Anyway.
I'm pretty sure that's gone because I almost died already, bruh.
The safety net's gone.
Oh.
It done been gone because I
Because you
almost
killed your
died.
first
I
ball.
didn't think I was coming back, and he was not saying,
Okay,
"You're
I
not gonna
feel like we killed this boss a little too fast, and he was like, "All right, fine, y'all."
I think you've overestimated everything.
Y'all good, you got this. Y'all got
Okay.
it. Yes,
I always
it
thought
is
we were about to die,
absolutely
so
on the table. This
Okay.
this next trial wouldn't mean anything if death wasn't on the table. So it is on the table. You've
Okay.
successfully beaten your first boss. So could your
Okay.
character die from this point on? Absolutely.
Okay. That's good to know.
Good to know.
All right. So,
I'll be a little sarcastic.
Jim, you wanted to knock on the door?
I don't know if I do anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
Is this man going to kill me?
I'm going to actually.
Ooh, that's
Jim
a good
doesn't know any of this
point.
crap. She doesn't
I'm
know
gonna ready my weapon.
You're gonna ready your spiritual weapon? Or
Not
just the dagger?
ritual. I'm gonna have thorn behind my back, but in my
Okay.
hand.
Cool.
I'm gonna skip up to the door and
As you knock on the door,
no.
it just kind of opens on its own.
Oh,
That was not the door. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I didn't have to open it.
That was a wrong one. That's also not the door. My apologies. Oh, there it is. This,
Was it glass? Jessica, you broke it. I mean, damn.
here we go. That you just hear this kind of like latch almost unlock as you knock, and just opens up on its own.
Oh no.
Emily.
It's
Empty
just
house.
this slow opening.
Die.
And as far as you can see, nobody's home. But what's your
But what can I
what's your passive perception?
My passive perception
Yep.
is 16.
That's pretty high. Okay. Sheesh, that's pretty high. So with your passive perception of 16, what you can see is that there is a fire in the hearth that directly across from the door is a fireplace.
It's on fire.
And it's lit. You can see it being lit. There is a mantle on there. And of course, the whole inside is just like this cylinder shape. And you can see some curtains in areas kind of, closing off like squares of this cylinder, almost as if rooms have been created by curtains just to give it some shape. To the left of the fireplace, you can see a kitchen. And as you kind of poke your head in just a little bit, you can smell a stew that is actually being cooked on a secondary fire that is just right in this kitchen area. And there's a little pot with a little spit that the pot is kind of over, and you can smell a kind of a vegetable stew that's been cooking there. Very aromatic herbs and some spices. That way, no meat smells or anything
Who
like
wants a
that.
stew without meat?
So that is
He's
what
a
you-
vegetarian.
I'm gonna lean back out the doorway a little bit. Well, it seems to be pretty well off for a hermit. Hello? Hello?
There's no immediate
No.
answer.
Oh. I'm gonna step inside. I'm gonna step inside.
And you do. Anybody going in with Nim, or are you guys letting Nim kind of scout alone?
I'll be right behind you.
Walking in.
Okay, so the three of you are going to walk in. As you do, the door does nothing. It stays open. Yassin, you can kind of hear the ladies inside moving about as they step in. As you all kind of get to about the middle of this cylinder room and kind of take in this space, you can see that this place is very well loved. There are vines that circle the roof on the inside that have flowers and greenery. And you can see where the vine starts in a pot that was actually kind of hung up on a shelf, that this was cultivated over many years to get all the way around this place. And you can see little holes in the roof at very strategic points to give this plant light, and it is very lush and full, and it's quite beautiful on the inside. You see decorations hung up. There's furs. There are other various flowers that are in pots all across the place by windows and things like that. No weapons can be seen, and there's really no paintings or any imagery to show you the type of person who might be living here. Just a penchant for flowers and little bits of light that come in.
Are there any books? Books?
Books? There are no books. No books that you can see. No bookshelves. Just shelves made out of the wall that have flower pots on it. Now, as you all listen very carefully, I imagine you're all very cautious stepping into this new location. You hear this chain jiggle and be pulled, and you almost hear the sound of running water, kind of like if it's in a bucket and it just kind of and kind of just is released. And after you kind of hear that, you hear the little jiggle of like a belt being tied, and this tiny little green goblin.
Oh my god.
One of the curtains, and you see that the curtain is like doubled and tripled over, like you cannot see through it. It's got very thick velvet on the inside. And this little guy opens up the curtain and looks at the three of you ladies and goes, "Oh fuck." Okay. Lock your doors. Mama always said lock your doors. But look, if you're here to steal anything, ain't nothing to steal. I ain't got nothing for you. Just you kind of literally caught me with my pants down here. I'm just oh, what do you want?
Sorry to intrude. I'm Astrella. Hi, nice to meet you. I reach out to shake his hand.
He kind of holds his pants in one hand and comes up with his right. He grabs it. His hand's a little bit wet.
Oh,
It's because I just washed my hands. I swear. There's no other reason why it's wet.
It's a lie.
Okay, Astrella, cool. That's one person who broke in. Who are the other two looters?
I peek out from behind Astrella. Hi, I'm Nim. We didn't actually break the door, I promise. I just knocked on it and nothing answered, and it just fell open. Yeah, I'm thinking your mama was right about some things.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
So
Look,
sorry.
it's a thick curtain. You know, it's kind of rude for people to hear what you're doing on the other side of that. I bet you can imagine what might have been going on at this point. But fine, who's the tall, dark one who just won't say anything? I can't hear you. What's up, lady?
I said my name is Grim.
Oh,
Ugh.
good for you. You know what your name is. Fine. Thank you. All right. Well,
Don't worry, she's like a big softy, I'm sure, somewhere on the inside.
I'm going to look at him and make sure he's looking at my eyes, and then I'm going to change him black.
Oh.
No.
roll intimidation for me.
I hear him already. That is a fun trick, though.
Oh, that was weird. That doesn't even make sense. Fuck. Can I re-roll?
No.
Fuck. 7.
So this little goblin, he looks at you and he goes, ah, cute trick. Yeah. He looks and he goes, watch. And he snaps his fingers, and you watch as his own eyes turn black for a second. And he goes, yeah, I can do it too, sweetie. And then he snaps again. You watch his eyes return to their normal color, which is a really dark brown. What you saw was his entire iris. He matched you move for move. And he goes, I hope we don't have the same patron. I'm just saying. That'd be real embarrassing at this point. Yours wouldn't happen to be named Globelspiel, would it?
No.
Okay, good. She told me I was the only one. So I was a little worried for a second. That's cool to meet a fellow warlock. He holds out his hand and he goes, my name is Globel. Pleasure to meet you.
What are you doing? Oh.
Holding up my hand for a handshake. I got it. Thank you. All right. So we got there's Nim, Astrella, and Grim. Yeah, Grim, my friend the warlock. Cool. I'm Globel. My patron's Globelspiel. There's
Oh.
It's a thing that our clan does. We take part of the name of our patron. Anyway, so okay, this is interesting. He kind of like and tightens his belt up. He has a little bit of a belly, this guy, but as he tightens his belt, the belly kind of sucks in a little bit.
He got a girdle?
He's got a little something helping him out there. As you kind of take a second to really look at this guy, you can tell he lives up to the hermit standard of being an older goblin. You can see the gray hairs kind of poking out of his ears, his nose. He's got this little cap that he wears, and out of the cap you see little wispy gray hairs kind of coming out from underneath it. Long goblin nose and ears, very dark green skin. And for goblins, the darker their skin becomes, it shows their age. You can see little age spots on him across his forehead, his hands. You see the wrinkles in his face. He's in terms of goblin years, or if you looked at him like a human, he'd probably be in his 70s, late 70s. Yes, Grim, your hand was up.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could basically vibe check him.
Yes, give me an Arcana check on this guy.
While she's doing that,
Please be better than the last one. 21.
Nice. Was that like a natural? Okay, cool.
There's a 19 with the extra 2.
19 is, yep. And then Nim, you said you want to do something real quick?
no, you guys got it.
Okay, so Grim, as again you do this sort of like Toph-like step and pulse out with magic, you see the auras of your friends, very similar to the way you saw them before, but now you see this little goblin in the center. And what you notice about him is that his aura is a very dark blue color. It's not a pure black, as if you would look similar to yours or even Dawson's. The two of you come up to be very dark black. This blue, what it lets you know is that he is extremely chill and older than he looks, as if maybe he's using magic to kind of help de-age him a little bit, keep him going. This goblin, while he may look 70, in his aura, you think he's probably twice that age, which for a goblin is impossible without magic. He is way beyond the normal years that a goblin would live. And through his aura, having such a high roll, you also get a sense of his patron. And his patron, you almost see her shadow behind him. And the way you would perceive Alexander kind of having a hand on your shoulder, almost half menacing, half helpful. In the case of his patron, she's almost like playing with his ears. And just
I knew it. I knew it. The way he was like, I was only one.
And so you know that he is, maybe there was a time when his power could have matched your own, but now he's old and he's set in his ways, and he's pretty much keeping himself alive. That's where most of his magic is going, is keeping himself going. So that is what you know about Blubble with your check.
Okay.
All right, so with a pleasure meeting the three of you. Thank you very much.
We're
But,
not done.
You're not done.
No, we have questions.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
You watch him his hand kind of swirls in the air, and he conjures up 4 chairs in the center of the room, one of which he sits on. The other 3 appear near each of you, and he goes, "All right, what do you want?"
Nim
So-
sits on her chair and like kind of like crosses her legs in front of her and just like sits there and goes.
Are we?
She has the questions.
And you're
And I pointed to Estrella.
You're pointing to Estrella.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna sit in my chair, cross my arms, and stare at him.
Okay. Intimidating.
You know, stand if you want to. Estrella, you've got questions.
It's a long, unbelievable story, but we are looking for a horn, and Mr. Strength back in the village told us that you might have some more information for us. So we were just wondering if we could ask you some questions and maybe get some information.
Okay. What is your particular relation to Mr. and you watch him like air quotes Strength? Huh? You two buddies? You real tights? What's up?
Not close.
We saved the village for him, so he owed us a favor.
Yeah, we're kind of like heroes.
His eyes get wide for a second. He goes, "What the boar, the
Yeah.
black boar, that was you."
Yeah.
And the giant doofy guy on the outside who thinks he's hiding, but he's not.
Yeah, that's Yassin. No offense. We just wanted to be extra careful.
You know, and actually, it's a good precaution. You know, being careful before you break into someone's home is a real good idea. I think that's really good.
Already didn't break into you.
Hey, big boy,
Yes.
you can come in if you want, man. Like you don't. Ain't nothing to watch out for. They're all dead. They ain't coming back.
Yassin kind of just shuffles in, but he like still is at the back.
Good job. Good job. Stay there.
Okay. Big muscle Yassin. I see.
Kind of stand in like this, the door frame.
What's that?
I said I wanted to look at Yassin, and I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna tell him to stay in the door frame. Like if he stepped in too far, I'd be like,
Yeah. And Yassin, you gonna listen? You're gonna stay, hang out by the door frame?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. All right. Excellent. Yeah. Bunch of cautious bastards. Fine. I don't blame you. Look, I like to live out here on my own. So, okay, you saved the town from the Blight Bowl. 1, point in your favor. 2, Grim here talking about you're not close with Strength. That's a point 2 for you. Strength is a dirty bastard. Okay, I hate elves. Not all elves. The 2 of you fine so far, but at least Strength, man. The high elf get up my ass. Let me tell you. Anyway, we have a long history. I'm a hermit because of his dumbass. Anyway.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
No, it's really not, doll. It's not. It's great. I like being out here on my own. You know what I'm saying? I get to poop in peace. Except for today.
Well,
You know? Did you know that goblins only poop like once a year? You know the likelihood of someone walking in when you're pooping? It's
very
astronomical.
special day today, apparently.
It's incredible.
Very.
The Blight Boar's defeated. You walk in and I take a shit on the same day. It's incredible.
oh my gosh.
The stars have aligned. Let me tell you.
God.
I can't even right now. This is glorious.
Stars. I lost my accent.
No, you got it, doll. It's fine. It's hard.
Fine.
You got it.
Anyway, it's fine.
I'm floating
learning.
around too
I'm
all
learning.
over the place.
It's fine. Speaking of stars, have you figured out any of this weirdness going on? Like, that's kind of why we're here in the first place.
All right. Let me stop you before you hurt yourself.
There's a hole.
You know, I got you.
Horn.
Yeah, I got you, doll.
Oh.
The horn. She said it. The horn. You're talking about the crack in the sky, right? That weird shoot of color that everybody can see pretty much anywhere from here to Phandalin.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I was making sure. So you're all looking for the cult of Thanos, then, aren't you?
Yes.
Cult?
Yeah. I'm sure Strength mentioned something with the cult-a-thon, so that you wouldn't be here. Am I right? Just be honest. Be honest with me.
Yes, of course.
The what of I can't. The what of
Oh,
Thomas?
the cult, dear.
Oh, yeah, he said that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Look, here's the thing, all right? I used to be a member of the cult of Thomas. So stands to reason that's probably why Strength brought you over to me. You see, the two of us, we had a falling out. He was a part of the damn cult too. Bet he didn't tell you that, did he?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the dirty lying bastard. Look, ain't neither of us part of that cult anymore, and most of the members are dead. You can imagine you there pretty grim with kind of reaching out into the ether, as you I'm sure you sense by now that I'm a lot older than a goblin should be, huh?
Yeah.
Day past
This dude clocks everything.
50.
Oh, that's kind. That's so kind of you. Yeah, well, nowadays it takes most of my magic to keep me alive, okay? Because I'm scared of death. I don't want to go because of what I know about the cult.
What do you know about the cult?
Yeah, I'll lay it out. I'll lay it out for you. But I don't recommend that you do whatever it is you think you're going to do. It's saying, but I've said my piece. The cult of Thanos is ancient. It's been around for eons, dawn of time kind of stuff. When me and Strength joined, well, that was a few hundred years ago. The cult was pretty strong. And at the time, we had worshipped the horn of Thanos, this golden musical instrument shaped out of a ram's horn with jewels and everything. This is the one you're looking for, right?
Yes.
Look, it's rumored, or should I say prophesied, that there are multiple instruments throughout the cosmos, throughout the realities, time and space, bending, warping, all that woobly woo-ha bullshit. But that there's a piece of him inside of each one. I didn't know how much I believed that. Strength was devout. This man up at the crack of dawn, there where the sun went down, saying his prayers to the Dark Lord Thanos and worshiping this horn and the piece of him that was inside of it. I'll tell you this, there was something weird about that horn. We could sense its power, every one of us. But for me, that scared me. So, one day, being the goblin that I am, I thought, bless you, dear, bless you. It's a little dusty. I haven't dusted in a while. I'm sorry. It's pooping day. Okay?
It's fine.
I never dust on pooping day.
You-
Anyway,
Just like me.
one day I decided to touch the horn. I thought, why not? We've been worshiping this thing for 100 years, saying prayers, keeping it safe, protecting it from outsiders, literally killing anybody who'd get within 10 feet of the thing. And there were adventurers who tried, let me tell you. Over my long life, I've seen many adventurers come and go, some of them at our hands, some of the hands of, well, the trials that are in there. I can tell you this, when I touched the horn, I saw things
Like,
like the end of everything, like things my brain can't even process.
can I do like a check on seeing if he's being truthful?
Yes, absolutely. That would be insight.
Oh, really? I didn't know if it was a different one.
It's an
Oh,
insight.
I
You're looking at a
mean,
person and you're trying to tell if they're lying. It'd be an insight check.
I mean, did you see like the blight bow and stuff?
13.
13. You can tell Grim that he's telling the truth. At least he believes everything that he's saying.
Like to him,
Yep,
the truth,
100%. He
but
believes.
no to him. Okay.
Yep, he's not deceiving you guys at all.
Okay.
Then I see the blight ball. I saw everything. Flashes that now I understand with the blight ball. I didn't then. Other creatures, other realities, flashing lights and buildings taller than the clouds. I saw explosions. I saw things being ripped and forced together. The realms of realities that didn't make sense to a little goblin mashing in with ours. And then everything went black. like beginning of time, black,
Black.
like before there was light, black. Yes. And it frightened me. When I came to from my trance, Strength and the others were there. I told them everything. I said, we weren't worshiping a god of rebirth. We were worshiping a god of destruction, that we were protecting a thing that was going to bring about the end of all reality. That's what I thought. Strength disagreed. He said, no, this is actually a rebirth. And in order to rebirth, you must destroy and start anew.
That was a pretty good impression. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Did you get transported anywhere when you touched the horn?
Not physically. They said I was still there in the room the whole time, but my mind was all over the place. It took me weeks to fully recover. I felt like all the strength was drained from me.
Strength.
Oh, you're funny. You're so funny. I hate that, man.
How long ago was this?
About 100 years, give or take.
Because I lost track of where the horn is.
Sweetie, I know exactly where that horn is.
Oh,
I'll
Where?
never be near.
well,
Where is it?
we're getting straight to the point now. Okay.
Look, I could tell you where it is. I could. But here's the question. Why should I?
What do you want?
Oh, no. You misunderstand. I don't care about what's in it for me. I'm a hermit. I don't care about money, riches, power. I want to know why.
What if
Why do you want it?
we
Because we have to claim it.
But we have to get it so it doesn't hurt anybody else. That makes sense?
Roll a persuasion check. See if you can persuade Global.
I mean, she is a monk. That's what they do.
With Grim Self, roll with advantage.
Okay, thank you. Okay, it's a 17. It's a 4.
It was a 4.
Oh,
Nice job, Grim. That little bit of advantage there, a little talk up. You're a monk.
Yeah.
You one of those that look for objects like this, right? You destroy them, you keep them locked away.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, I've heard of your kind. I don't know if I've ever met one, but
Here I am.
that's the first time for everything. Look at you, all chipper and sunshine. See if you all when you go in there. Look, okay, fine. All of you are in to destroy this thing, or at least keep it away from those who would use it for harm, right? And he looks at all of you, and you all nod.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Yeah, big boy back to the way he said, mm-hmm. Sound like you would like to flirt with me. I'm too old for you, boy. I'm just letting you know. This is my time has passed, but I appreciate it. You pretty good.
You hear that, Yassin? He's not into the boys anymore. He's not in the experimental phase.
And so Globble looks at all of you, and he goes, all right. And you watch him wave his hands. And as he does so, a smoke appears. And out of that smoke, you see written in light a map.
Ooh.
And this map shows you the exact location of where the horn is.
Can I scribble it down in my notebook real quick?
Yes, you can.
Try to scribble it down.
And he'll leave it up there as long as you need to draw it out so you have the exact location. I can tell you where it is. I can even tell you what you're going to face. I can't tell you how to beat it.
Okay.
When you go into that castle, one, you're going to encounter a group of goblins who have sort of like moved in. In my opinion, they're kind of squatting there, but apparently they say they have a family claim back to Highfell, some half orc and his dark elf wife. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, yeah, they're there now. You're gonna have to deal with them. But inside, this map will lead you down the twisted, ruined corridors and all that, yada, yada, yada. You'll get to the horn. You'll get to it. But They're trials. They change for everyone. All I can tell you is that you're gonna have to be, and this sounds really stereotypical, and I hate myself for even saying it, but you gotta be pure of heart. Oh God, I'm gonna gag.
What does
Pure
that
heart.
mean exactly?
The smart one. You asked a good question. Pure of heart doesn't mean you gotta be all goody goody. I mean, look at us. We were worshiping this thing for years, and I mean, we killed people. Flat out, we murdered people. But we could all be in the presence of the horn easy peasy. The way I interpret pure of heart is being honest and truthful with yourself and with the others around you. You see, I'm the reason why the cult died out. I put doubt. I touched the sacred object, and I said things that put doubt into people's hearts. After that, most of us couldn't get back in. We couldn't be near the thing. We were pushed away. Many were killed. Strength never forgave me. Now we both gave up on this cult of Thanos. We all think it's a bunch of hogwash now, but what we don't deny is the power of that relic.
So,
Yeah.
as long as we believe in our end goal, is what
Oh,
you're
no.
saying, we
No,
can
no, no.
enter the castle.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you have to be truthful about who you are. Your goal can be like laser focused, but if like, for instance, you, and he points at you, Astrella. Let's say that you think of yourself as this goody-goody, twinkle toes, I do no wrong ever in my life, and that's your personal truth, right? That's what you say. And you'll walk in to be near the horn. Yeah, well, the horn or the barrier or the magic there, we don't know. It's ancient, it's beyond us. But something there knows the truth of who you are. And if you are a black-hearted killer, but you think you're goody-goody, it's gonna smite you right there on the spot. Now, if you walk in and go, I'm a black-hearted killer, and you are a black-hearted killer, it lets you pass because you know truth of who you are. You see what I'm saying? And he looks at all of you and kind of points this old, wrinkly finger with these big knuckle knobs on it and long claws. You gotta know the truth of what's in your heart and what's in your mind. You're gonna go in as a group. You sure as fuck better know the truth about each other.
That's true. We're gonna have the fucking circle.
Globble, do you know how many trials there are?
As far as I know, sweetie, there's only one trial.
Okay.
But how long it lasts, that's a personal quest.
Okay.
I've also never seen more than one person at a time try to gain entrance into it after it was locked to us. I don't know what happens when a group goes in. But what works for the individual should work for the team. That's all I know.
Better in numbers, right? You know.
Only
So
if the numbers are true to themselves.
Circle.
I'm gonna actually like just slowly walk up to Grim and like grab her hands. And I'm gonna be like, it's okay. You can be truthful with me.
Truthfully, stop fucking touching me.
Oh, you don't mean that, Grim. It's fine.
You watch Globble manifest a cup out of thin air that has like a sloshing liquid. He drinks and goes, "You're all gonna die, but I did what I could." So if there's anything else, I can tell you that pooping day is exactly how it sounds. It's a day. We go off and on, and I'm about to go on again. So ask your last minute questions now.
Okay, do you have any kind of devices that will keep us in communication? Anything?
Wow, that's a rather specific request. That's a request that might actually have a price tag attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let me see what I can do. Let me see. And you watch him go to another area of his house, and he opens up this curtain, and you can see a bed behind this curtain and a nightstand with this little kind of lamp that you can, it would light up with a fire. And he kind of goes to it and opens up a drawer on the stand. And he goes, how great is it that my kitchen and my bedroom and my bathroom are all pretty much in the same location? Isn't that great? And you hear him rummaging in the drawer, and he pulls out 4 stones. And he brings them, he goes, this is, well, I've been holding on to these for a while. We used to use these in the order, just in case we got out of contact. These are what we call stones of far speech, because you use them to speak when you're far away. It's simple.
Oh, our speech.
Far speech, yeah.
I got you.
So you keep these on your person, and all you have to do is hold it and think of who you want to talk to. And as long as they have a stone as well, you can communicate.
Does it have any kind of restrictions, time limits?
There's no time limits on it, love. And as far as I know, there's no distance limits on it either. Not that we've really put these things through the test, can I tell you? I mean, we haven't gone across all the time and space, but as far as reaching all across this globe, yeah, that we've done. And we've never had an issue that way.
Okay.
Now,
Jim's gonna go up and look at the stones.
yeah,
Is there
yeah.
a specifically pretty one that would match her outfit?
No, they're all just gray.
They're all just gray stones.
They're just gray stones. But on each of the stones, there is the same carving. And it's almost like a ripple in a pond. It's concentric circles that kind of move out from a central point. And other than that, they look like rocks. Though the 3 of you who are magic users, you can feel that there's something special about them. You can sense that there is an arcane force behind these. He looks at you and he goes, I'm willing to part with them. It's not a big deal for 100 gold. Take it or leave it. You may have other means of communication.
I only have 50 gold.
Astrella will give him 100 gold.
No. How much gold do you have?
A few hundred last I checked.
Gotta pull it up.
Inventory section.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everybody just check how much gold you have.
The second computer decided to have tech issues. Give us 1 second. Oh.
Yes. How much you got?
You got.
Nim's got 50. I heard her say 50.
I got 200.
200.
Yassin just came into a bunch of money, didn't he?
She
No.
got 100 from Strength.
Astrella's gonna go up to Yassin and stick out her hands.
But this is
I'm good for at least half.
Half and half.
okay.
Wait, how
much do you have,
we
Graham?
have a reasonable amount?
I mean, we can all put in 25. I mean, that's.
Hell, first of all, you have 50.
I'm a poor little monk girl.
I noticed. I have 355.
Woo! Spicy.
Look, whoever wants to pay for it, I don't really give a crap.
Well, let's just.
Gonna give a crap in a couple seconds, eh?
Once I go in, I like this one.
I'll do 34.
What
You do 33, and Grim does 33.
Okay, so we're splitting it between 3 of us and leaving Nim. Okay.
Oh, just 33?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna 3-way split it.
Handle it. I'll take 25. I mean,
No.
paid.
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you're all handing over your gold. So 33 from each of you. And I'm asking, is Yassin, you giving 34 to make up that one last gold?
Yep.
I'll do it.
Yassin said yes first.
Okay.
All right, so 33, 34, and 33. You say globble, he kind of takes it and he clinks in his hand and goes, not bad, not bad. And he just and throws it up into the air, and you watch it just vanish wherever it is that he stores all of his magical crap. That's where it is now. He
Bunghole.
hands each of you one of the stones. And as he hands them to you, it's almost like a magic trick. He pulls on one end and a leather cord comes out from it. Yeah, one for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you. There you go. You can wear it as a necklace, put it in your pouch, put it up your butt. I don't care. As long as you get out of here in about 5 seconds, or you're going to be privy to the most disgusting display of goblin antics you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, we're leaving.
Thank you so much for your help. Bye.
It was a pleasure.
I'm gonna hug him real quick and
He gives you like a
bye.
pat. He goes, yeah, fun storming the castle. Okay, go. Okay, goodbye. Close the door on your way out, please. For all the love and decency, close the door on your way out. And you just watch him rush into the big heavy curtain where he was before and close it. And then you hear like a pot lid just kind of blink, hit down. And
Oh no.
Okay, we're closing the door. We're leaving.
We're leaving.
As you close the door, walk on out. And so now you all have in your possession, there it is, a stone of far speed. So yeah, there are no limitations on this as long as all of you are in the same plane, the same location, the same planet, if you will, you can communicate with each other easy peasy. Communicating across realms, we'll have to see how that works, if that does happen. But at least for now, you're good.
Okay. So get around the fountain. We're gonna have to have a fucking share circle.
Okay.
All right, so all of you go
Do we want to
to
get to the castle first or what? Like, what are we doing?
So
You want to get around the fountain, you said?
that one, the empty one right there. It's a circle. We're going to it.
Oh, okay. Share circle it is.
Square ones.
I'm going to get close to Grim so I can hold her hand.
Why are you holding my hand?
That's what share circles do, isn't it? That's what.
No, I'm gonna slap your hand away.
Oh,
Not that much friendliness, okay?
grumpy. My goodness.
Well, I don't want to share.
Grim
Have
said
to
grumpy.
share.
Huh?
I said I don't want to share, and we have to share. So rollies to see who goes first.
Oh, rollies.
Holy.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, we're having a powwow.
We're rolling.
The twin.
all right, highest number goes first. What are the numbers?
5. Oh, shit.
5 for Nim,
No, that's good. 16.
16 for
Oh, you
Stone.
and I both got 16.
We both got 16. Do we get to rollies with each other?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Unless Grim has higher than 16.
What do you got, Grim?
10, okay.
Ready?
So, yep, you two roll.
You have to.
First two go second.
You can't break eye contact while we roll. Okay.
Okay.
You have to look me directly in my eyes. At the same time. Ready? Great. 1, 2, 3. 18.
15.
Okay. So the order for sharing whatever it is you want to share, whatever you think is going to help you with this trial, is going to be Astrella, followed by Yassin, followed by Grim, and last followed by Nim. Again, you only know about this trial based on what the old Hermit Global has told you. What you face inside could be a different story. Share what you think may or may not help.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me find my backstory notes. Hold on. Let's see what's relevant. I don't like that I won that actually. Now I regret that. I'm so sorry. This is a lot of pressure, you guys. Okay. So Astrella's gonna say, okay, fine, I'll go first. She's gonna take a deep breath. How in detail are we all getting? Because I'm not gonna share detail if no one else is sharing detail. Where are we starting?
I think we should just all follow suit after whoever.
Okay, so y'all.
If
You don't have to go into detail. You just have to share.
no,
what
you don't have to. I'm just saying. I think if we're going to share, one person shares a lot, then
Everyone
the
needs
rest
to share a
should.
lot.
If not, you can decide how much you want to share. Like, obviously, you should share what you think is going to be relevant.
Okay. All right. So what I think is relevant. Okay. Relevant is that I've known more about the plague than I've been letting on. So keeping secrets.
The Blight Word plague or
The what I would call a plague. The plague. That's what I refer to it as.
Gosh, Yassin, don't you know the plague?
You wake up and smell plague.
The D&D one or the real life one? Okay. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. Because we're talking about secrets and I don't want to die. She's gonna unhook armor. It's gonna happen right now. We're raw dogging this backstory. She is going to unhook her armor and she's going to talk about the plague and what she knows about just, there's not a ton. I don't know a lot. I'm still trying to learn a lot. That's kind of why I'm here. That's kind of why I fell in with you guys. And I'm going to show him my little zombie arm. I'm going to let him take that in for a second.
And so as all of you see this, what you're seeing is there are lesions on her arm similar to what you've seen with this plague that affected Phandalin. But what you notice that makes it unique to Astrella is that in places, it looks as if the flesh is rotting away, like it's dead. And literally like a zombie, what you see is areas of living flesh merging into areas of dead flesh. And as the sun is now hitting midday and moving past, you watch as a new spot on her arm spreads. Just a little bit. You can see how it grows.
Okay, I'm gonna take my healing goo out and put a little on my arm to show them how it works. To show them how it works, how I'm keeping it at bay for right now.
Can I ask you
Yes.
how you got it and why you kept
It's contagious.
Come here.
She's like, no, wipes it on Yassin.
It came to my village years ago. It killed a lot of people. I don't know why I'm not dead, but I'm trying very hard not to be.
Admirable goals.
So Stella gave me this. I'm gonna try to recreate it. It keeps it at bay. It obviously doesn't take it away. And I will help as many people as I can along the way. And that's genuinely all I know.
So that's what you think is going to be relevant to what we're about to go into?
I think so. I've been hiding it for a long time.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a cure, so I think that's it.
Her poor baby arm is gonna keep us from going in. You're probably the purest of us all, dear.
I don't know how contagious. We've seen how contagious it is. It's wrapped up. I'm not flinging goo everywhere, but just
Let me know if you need help assessing the antidote. You have.
oh, that's yeah. We'll have a powwow about that later. All right.
Now the turn goes to Yassin to reveal what you feel is pertinent to getting past the trial alive.
Oh fuck! I just remembered shit. I was like, I don't have anything to hide.
Based on the way your entire character is written, I don't fucking believe that.
Stuff that you wouldn't necessarily have you might have a problem with, but others might not.
You must share first, Yassin. What do you wish to share with the group?
Yassin is a perfect baby boy. I don't understand.
Old Greg.
Yassin has a mangina.
Baby boy.
Well, I think I don't know. Would Yassin have been able to tell the other night when Grim did her check on us that Yassin have noticed?
No. You don't have any actual magical abilities. You have your tattoo, and that too allows you to channel almost like a family kind of passed down. You know, it's almost like an ancestral tattoo you can do one thing of magic, and you can do it really well. But sensing it and things like that, you are not.
Oh,
You can sense the arcane.
I got you there. I get it.
gotcha.
Unless you were kind of drunk.
True. Well then, seeing as Yassin doesn't know what Grim already knows, then guess he could. Well, you went balls deep.
I always do, baby.
Well then, I guess Yassin's just going to admit that, despite this playful exterior,
Ew.
that I am a cold-blooded murderer. And that I am doing anything to get my damn boat back.
Can we ask whom you killed?
What?
You said you're a cold-blooded murderer.
Uh,
How many
Someone specific or just various people?
I think
I
think
mean-
Yassin has has mental walls built up so that he doesn't like see faces.
He's compartmentalizing.
He's compartmentalizing.
Ballpark it for us.
Ballpark it like a number.
20, 30.
Oh, I would say
Too many to count, eh? Mm.
too many to
Oh my
count.
God.
No,
No judging.
like I feel like Yassin's been like going through the. Okay, you're like my focal point, and you're not.
He's going to Grill State.
I would say Yassin's been going through like the list of people that were on old Greg's side.
Oh,
And, like,
the old crew.
There's been like a hit list, so maybe like 15 at this point.
Estrella asks about old Greg. You mentioned the mutiny, right? You
Yeah.
mentioned that.
I think, yeah,
You mentioned mutiny.
yeah, because we were
Because we're
on the
looking for old
beach with
Greg.
Captain
How many people were there? Have you killed everyone who mutinied? Is that everyone from the ship, or are you still tracking them down as you go?
I feel like old Greg's the last one left,
Old Greg's the last one. Okay.
and we know that he has our ship and is sort of nearby.
So you're going to kill old Greg.
Probably.
You sound like those be the goals.
All right. So we have
I see that a group go.
we've got 2 confessions already of info that we think will help. Next, it falls to Grim. What do you wish to share with this circle of truth?
Oh.
So confused. Okay, go ahead.
Yassin also goes, my middle name is Maurice.
That's what would have killed you right there.
That deep dark secret. Yassin Maurice
Driftwood.
Driftwood.
I don't. There's so much happening in my head right now. So is that like most of y'all's secret?
Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to die this early into my first campaign.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Lots going on with Grim.
You can tell only what you want. Don't feel you have to tell everything.
I know, that's why I'm not
Pressure,
trying to tell everything because that's confusing.
Ooh, she's a complicated lady.
A well-rounded character.
So I'm just gonna blurt some things out because that's all I can think of. Killed my dad. I have a patron. He's kind of an asshat. Killed a bunch of people. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I do unsavory things. I don't know how to explain. Like, give me questions.
What is a bunch of people? Same question I had for Yassin. How many people when you say people?
More than 15.
More than 15. Okay, random or on a hit list?
Not necessarily my hit list.
Oh, okay.
Remember at the beginning, she was kind of like a bounty hunter.
Okay, that's right.
That's what I meant. Like, I don't have a specific number,
I got you.
but you know, she was obviously doing that before she got involved with this.
Yeah.
The head in the stew.
Yes. It's all coming back to me now. Why your dad?
My dad wasn't really on purpose.
Okay.
It's kind of a intense conversation gone wrong.
Okay.
Okay, well, the gist is
Uh-huh.
I have abilities.
Mhm.
He wanted them to be a certain way. I was doing well. What the fuck happened, Chris? You're the only one that knows. I can't remember.
I can tell the story for you, but if that's where you want to stop, you can stop there.
Anyway, I don't remember exactly right now what happened.
Okay.
But we were in an argument. He was beating the shit out of me. Kind of.
Oh, God.
Ish. It wasn't like really beating the shit out of me, but he was violent-ish.
Okay.
And it was heated, and I used magic to push him away, and we both flew, but I think it was Thorn, which was his, flew into his chest.
Oh.
And he died. Well, he was dead when I woke up. Then my patron took me away, but I grabbed the axe before I left.
Who's your patron?
Alexander. Oh, and that's where I lost my arm.
Okay.
Wait. No. The axe didn't kill him. It went into my shoulder. That's what happened.
Okay.
And it took my arm or whatever. And then I grabbed it, obviously, with the other hand before we disappeared.
Shit, dude.
What?
Oh my God.
Was that too much information?
The
No.
hardcore pirate goes, holy shit.
I thought mine was bad.
Okay, I'm done sharing now.
So Astrella has revealed her sickness that is slowly killing her, could possibly be contagious. Yassin's a killer with a hit list, taking everyone who's been a part of his old crew that betrayed him. And Grim killed her own father in a fight of passion, arguing, lost her arm, and he lost his life. And has since been a mercenary, killing for money, with a patron named Alexander, who is an asshat. Last but not least, it falls to Grim. And all of you have been talking for a decent amount of time.
Nim?
Nim, yes, Nim.
Oh, okay, I was like, more on me? I think I bore my soul there for a hot minute.
Nim, it falls to you as the last to share. What do you wish to share with the group?
Nim's actually been more quiet than she usually is, taking all of this stuff in and goes, and now looks back and forth between everybody. Oh, are you done? I was like, the good shit here. Yeah, I don't know. She straightens out her robes a little bit. I've talked about myself a lot. I'm a monk, as you can see. I try to do good things, and my monk people handle magical artifacts, and we try to either destroy them or put them away. So can't be used for evil. And I don't know if that's any dark, deep secret though. Like, ooh, you all have some ghosts. I don't know about that.
Bro, you're gonna die if you don't tell us. Anything else you would like to share?
Have a pet rat named Crumbs.
We know that.
Okay. Astrella will hold Nim's hand like she was trying to hold Grimm's earlier. Give her some moral support.
I honestly don't know what you guys want from me. I'm kind of boring. People usually don't stick around me very long.
I don't believe
Insight
you're boring for a second.
Oh.
What you saying?
I said I don't believe you're boring for a second.
Oh,
I
shit.
said insight check.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Popping them
Okay.
out.
let's make it a counter roll. You roll as well, Nim. And it'll be a power play between the two. Roll perception.
Rosies.
Okay, so Grim, your roll
10.
against
15.
15. Right now, Grim, what you see is a scared girl. Nim is shaking. She has been shook by what she hears from the group, and you can't tell that she's hiding anything. You don't know, as far as you can tell, she's bearing her soul, but you see that she's nervous because she feels it's not enough. And that's all you sense from her, is that she's trying to give you everything she's got, and she's feeling judged and is scared, but trying to hide it behind her jokes and smile.
I'm really good at jokes. You want to know the one about the pirate?
Hey.
Yeah, I know some about pirates. No, I don't actually. I've actually just met my first pirates this week, so.
Oh.
So as the sharing ends, and all of you have revealed what you're willing to reveal in the circle of truth, as it were, being around this ancient fountain where loved ones had once come to tend to the graves of their dearly departed. You all set off now, heading towards Highfell Castle, the ruins of it. As you do, the walk is solemn and quiet. You are all processing what you revealed to each other, and honestly worried and are wondering, what does this mean for the trial? Is it enough? Did you share the right thing? Or is there something deep inside, maybe that you have hidden from yourself, that could possibly lead to the downfall of the party? You are all doing nothing but making yourselves more anxious as you walk the trail, and you blank out for almost a moment. But as you get closer to the ruins of Highfell Castle, all of your senses come back full. You are aware. The trees, the woods, the birds, everything comes back to you. And you see the ruins before you.
Sorry.
These are old ruins. As you can see, this place has been around for a long time, as both Strength and Global have told you. And whoever owned these in its final years did the best they could to upkeep it. But when they left, everything went to shit. And this place is overgrown and decrepit. And there's this sense of power that is almost below your feet. Astrella and Grim, the two of you sense it strong. There is a heartbeat below this castle in its catacombs, and it calls to the two of you through the arcane arts. You feel the pull of powerful magic. Grim, your spider senses are tingling. You have been in tombs all throughout your life, and you know the sense of powerful artifacts. You know that there is something near. And Yassin, your tattoo itches. It's almost a tell for you that in the presence of something so arcanely powerful, the one piece of arcane on your body starts to tingle and itch. And all of you know you are in the presence of a powerful, powerful artifact. As you approach these ruins, out from within them are the goblins that everybody has been talking about. These goblins pop up from various different hiding places. None of you could have seen where they came from. They blend in with the rocks so well. This is their home, and they know it well. And as you all look and notice, they are wearing, everybody has something purple on them, something that almost when the sun hits, it kind of glints and glitters with this iridescent purple. Some are wearing it as a part of their hood. Others are wearing it as a sash. Some have armor that reflects this. It looks like a family, a clan. They look like they belong together. This is no random pack of goblins. They belong. And in the very, very back, you see a gnome walk out. And she kind of gets to this little high spot and perches herself a bit. And again, she too is dressed with a purple skirt that almost looks like it's made of dragon scale. It has that kind of reflectivity to it. She has long red hair, and you can see that her features are old and wizened. She's quite pretty, but old. Definitely been around for a little while. And in her hand, she carries a staff, both to hold her up, but also you can all sense this is a source of power. Similar to your spiritual weapons, Grim and Astrella, you look at this staff and the two of you know that this is a focus of power for her, that she is not a warlock or a sorceress, but probably a druid, given that she wears nature on her, almost as armor, leaves across her shoulders and within her tunic and a part of the collar of her cape. She's got, different leaves and flowers adorned with that. She strikes you as a very stereotypical druid, someone who communes with nature and is just a part of all of that. One of the goblins closest to you, he's got a torch in his hand as the trees here are dense. And he's making sure that, everything can be seen. And you hear him call and he goes, "Hey, who goes there? What's going on here?"
Kronk?
Poison for goose.
No, it's
The poison made for goose.
yeah,
Is that too much?
no, that's cool. It's a common misconception. My name's actually Thok. The TH.
You did not just say thonk.
No, not Thonk. Thok. There's no N. It's just Thok. What are you doing here? Why have you come to our castle?
Okay. Anybody else want to talk, or shall
Talk to Thok.
Nim's going to talk to them.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna take 5 years.
Hi there. Nim here. We are here to we are here to be your friends.
Oh, to be our friends. Really?
Yeah.
Then why do you all have weapons? And he looks at Grim, who is, you've readied thorn at your back and everything. And he's looking at everybody. He can see you're all carrying weapons of some sort. He's like, friends don't usually come so well armed. It's a little scary.
Well, we're adventurers. We like to keep ourselves safe. But as you can see, it is on my back. It is not coming out. I'm just here to talk. And we're cool, right? Yeah, we're totally cool.
I mean, I'm not really one to make that decision. I'm just one of the people on the council, but
Oh, well, you seem like a very important goblin.
right. Yeah, totally. I definitely very important. I like you. Nim, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Doc.
Yeah. Thought, yeah.
Very nice name, let me tell you.
Oh, thank you. I
I
thought
have
so.
not heard very many goblins with such sophisticated names as Doc.
That's what I've been telling all the people. They should be naming all their kids Thought. Cool Thoughtlings running around. It's amazing.
That would be adorable.
I think so. You can pass. You're good. You can.
Cool.
She's all right. Nim, don't worry about it. He calls the other goblins. She's cool. Let her. And you can actually get past them if you want to and walk with it all the way up to where this druid
I'm
is.
gonna walk up to which one's Doc?
Thok is actually the one here with the torch.
Oh, okay.
He's
I'm gonna
right there
actually
in
walk
front.
up to Doc and just like kind of like put my hand on his like shoulder and just like, yeah, we're friends now. These are my friends, if you wanted to know. They're cool. They are very honest people. They just like to
Roll a persuasion check with advantage to convince Thok that your friends are indeed good people.
persuasion. I have nothing to persuasion.
It's okay. As you're rolling, at the distance you are, Nim, you can see that Thok is an older goblin, just like Globble that you met. He's been around for a while. He's got gray, but you can also see that he's a very strong goblin. Like he's got a big barrel chest, very well-defined arms.
So many people with muscles.
In his prime, that you imagine that he was probably good looking for a goblin. You know, there's nothing that you find attractive about him. But he is kind of just this barrel-chested old goblin holding the torch up. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10.
A 10.
That was with advantage. The
Dang.
first one was a 2.
He looks at the other three and he goes,
I'm gonna have to switch.
are you guys okay? You're not gonna do anything weird?
Astrella just gives a little thumbs up. We're okay.
Hey, thumbs up from an elf. All right.
Thumbs up for Doc.
What about the rest of you?
I'm
She kind of like shoves
give
you
a
off the
little-
thumbs up for a full thumbs up.
Yeah, so Yassin, I guess, tries to make himself look a little bit small, like.
All right, we got, and then he looks at you, Grim, the last one who's not given the thumbs up yet. What do you do?
I'm just gonna kind of wink and nod at him.
Ooh.
Shy.
Oh,
She's so shy.
oh no,
She
oh no, she's not shy. She winked. I know what that means.
a lot of people. like
Pretty much what
Oh,
my go-to thing is.
A lot of people wink.
Grim
at me.
doesn't wink at everyone.
Oh
I'll tell you
no.
that much now.
Oh, that's
He
great.
doesn't wink at everybody. So oh, special. You are a
Ooh.
special little goblin.
Oh,
aren't you?
that's. Yay! You're all good. You're fine. You can. Good. Come on in. Yeah, you're all. Let them all through. She winked at me. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. And so as you all walk in, getting closer to where this druid is, the goblins let you pass. You kind of hear them grumble a little bit. I can't freaking talk. I swear every time. And they kind of lower their weapons and put them away. But as you approach the druid, she's up on her high perch. She's right here, in case you can't tell.
Oh, that's too much. I'm sorry.
That's her right
Sorry.
there. And Thought kind of moves around. Goes, excuse me, pardon. Excuse me, pardon. And he kind of makes his way through to stand next to her. She looks down at Thought, and you can all see her expression, this old gnome, and she does not look happy with him. She goes, oh, I just appreciate you consulting me on these things, Thought. And she looks at the four of you and she goes, but apparently you've made it this far. Don't tell me you are another group of adventurers looking to acquire the horn of prophecy. And she kind of makes this like echoey sound and then looks at you with this like rolling eyes expression, something that you like really appreciate, Grim. And she's just like, well, are you?
Not so sure that horn of prophecy. I've heard it very many different names, but a horn nonetheless, yes.
Another group trying to seek fame and fortune by acquiring this legendary item to rule the world in the cloud. Blah, 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 fuckity schmack, okay? I'm just, you can do whatever you want. I don't care anymore. But if you all want to go in and die, that's fine.
Oh no, you don't understand. We're not gonna die. We had a share circle. We're gonna be fine. It's great. It was around this really weird old fountain, and yeah, it was.
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and be like, oversharing.
The minute that on Nim's shoulder, okay, cool.
Yeah, on Nim's shoulder.
So anybody want to touch the druid? Please, somebody try. Okay, so you put your hand. As you're doing that, Grim, this gnome kind of takes her staff and just gently puts it on the ground, like on the stone at her feet, just kind of thunks it. But as she does, she casts silence. And all of you, in the middle of talking, can no longer talk. You hear no sound come out. Everything goes silent. The birds, the goblins, the crackling of fire. She has literally, within a 30-foot bubble, silenced everything. And you all feel this, just wave out. And she looks, don't be alarmed. I'm not going to attack. I simply want to make sure that I'm heard beyond any shadow of a doubt. I will lift it once I've said what needs to be said. You may enter this castle. Keep in mind it is my home and the home of these high-fell goblins who reside here. Treat it as you would treat anyone's home, please. Aside from that, you may look around as you please. You may take nothing except that which you seek, if you can find it, and if you don't die in the process. By agreeing to go into the castle, you also agree that your corpses are food for my goblin family. Yes, they eat meat of all kinds, and yes, you are meat. Suck it up. No, you guys can't say nothing.
I'm just gonna be like mouthing stuff. I'm gonna like.
Oh my God.
Second, I should warn you, and you get this sense from her that she's almost like a worker at a theme park. Like she has said this all the time. This is like her spiel that she's giving. She's so tired of doing it. You're not the first to have come here, nor shall you be the last. As you pass this, you will enter deeper into Highfell Castle. There you will find trials and tribulations that will yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. You may die, secrets and truth and blah, 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 until you find the horn of Thornus, blah, blah, blah. Are we clear? I'm looking for nods from each of you.
Nim gives the most enthusiastic nod and does it.
I'm going to lift the silence now. I would ask that if you have questions, keep them to a minimum. I have things to do and you probably won't survive the night anyway. Are we clear? Oh, I doubt it, young ruffians. And she just goes, and as she does so, all of the sounds of the forest come back again in full swing. You are able to talk and ask any questions that you wish to ask of her.
The door.
The door is behind me. I thought that would be obvious. And you hear Thawk look up and go, ah, Tabitha, that's just great. Every time you do that, you make it all quiet. I could really hear my own thoughts and kind of dig deeper into who I am. Ah,
I know, right? Real time of reflection, you know.
exactly. It's amazing.
That's peaceful and quiet. I like it.
Anybody else have questions?
It's a nice boulder.
Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah.
I told you we're good. We got the share circle. We're good.
I have one question. I feel I must ask this. Why do you seek the horn?
To
Save the world.
Oh,
oh gosh.
Exactly. This world and all worlds, because apparently they're more than one.
Excuse me, and she looks at you, Nim, as you say that. You are aware that there is more than one world?
Wow. People say, well, you know, this.
Eh.
That's unknown, one.
Basically obvious.
I mean, don't you believe in the other worlds, multiverses, and all that fun stuff?
Come with me, all of you, into the castle now. And she leads you all
As in,
in.
guys, let's go.
So she leads you all in. Does anybody resist following her?
no.
No.
I kind of want to do like a insight check.
What are you trying to figure out?
Grim likes it.
Oh yeah, I like insight. I don't know, like if she's trustworthy, I guess.
Sure. You can and I'm dropping the thing because we're going to be going inside now. There's nothing for that just yet. So yeah, you can do that if you want.
I'm just asking you.
So yeah, you can go ahead and roll insight.
Where the crap is it? Oh, that's not anything. Cocked. A 14. Wait. Yeah, it's a 14.
14. As you're watching her movements and everything, you can tell that she is being honest. In fact, you get the sense that she is trying to help your group, and that what she is doing is not meant to slow you down, but to actually, she's treating you different than you think she would have. She's dropped the show and the whole pretense of, oh, another adventurer off to die. And there's something, you've sparked her interest, knowing this multiverse, these other realms. So yeah, she's absolutely being truthful and helpful.
Cool.
All of you follow her into sort of a courtyard area on the inside. There are no goblins that have followed, it's just her. Again, you know her, you heard Thok say that her name was Tabitha. And as you all gather, she looks at all of you and she comes up to like your knees, like at best. Like she's, gnomes are small and you're all full-sized creatures and she's this little halfling. So you're all looking down at her. Whew, there's just a lot of
I'm so sorry, that was my fault.
all the pings going on. So we go ahead and turn off Facebook. Yeah, there are no pings. And she looks up at all of you and she goes, there are very few who register the multiverse, that there are realms beyond this one. It's interesting that you would say such a thing. That makes you very different from all the others who have come through here. I have to ask this one question. I need you to answer me truthfully. It will change everything. Did Faunus send you?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh fuck. Oh, Nim's going in.
What'd she
Oh,
say?
She just said yes.
Tis the truth.
But
It's
it
all
feels
about truth here.
wrong.
But it feels wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, the truth feels wrong sometimes.
As Nim says yes, and the rest of you have this sort of like lean back reaction, she just blurts it out. You watch Tabitha's face go from being inquisitive to being very concerned. And she looks at all of you and her voice gets grave. And she goes, what do you know of Faunus?
Well, I met him. He seemed like a pretty nice dude. He was very
Instruction, recreation.
very elegant. But a lot of people are saying a lot of things about him. But I don't like to judge people by like what other people say. They're like, I like to get to know people before I'm like, but we were like specifically pulled for this, so I figured it was cool because these guys are cool. So
You
As
have been
Astrella steps in, he's dying. We have to collect these things for him because of the crack in the sky.
So you are saying that you are the champions of Thornus.
Oh,
He
I
has
bet.
chosen you
Yeah.
for this task.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, I like this one. I sense doubt in her voice. Doubt is healthy at this stage. I will tell you that you are not the first champions of Thornus to come this way. Yes, there have been many adventurers, of course. This legendary power goes throughout all of Faerune. They have all died. They have all failed. But the champions, not one has succeeded. And he keeps sending more. I think it's important that you should know that. I don't know what it means, but I can tell you what I know of Thornus. He is no god. You will hear that these ruins are built upon a cult who worshipped him as the bringer of darkness and rebirth. I suppose you've heard the tales.
I told you not to believe things that everybody says. Like, you have to learn to know the person before you actually just go
Damn.
with the rumors.
Damn.
Yeah.
Commendable attitude, young one, if a bit naive. And despite being an elf, you are indeed young, even compared to me. Here's
Oh, shit.
Thornus is a being of incredible power. I have met him once, briefly, when he put the horn here, all of those eons ago. In that time, I would have described him as a silver fox, cunning, deceiving at times, and charming. I do not know his real intentions, but I understand his purpose, to keep the realms separate. In this, I support him. These cracks in the sky concern me more than the others of Phandalin, for I know what they mean. It means that other realms are encroaching upon this one. If he has chosen you, then he has placed an amount of trust in your ability to not just grab these items, but to solve this problem. And for that, you have my trust as well. And so I will grant you this. And she takes her staff and waves it over all of your heads. And as such, this ray of warm light washes over all of you. Each of you have been granted a point of inspiration. Inspiration does this. At any time, for any reason, you may choose to use your inspiration to re-roll a bad roll. This could be one of your skill checks that you want to redo. It could be in combat and you want to redo a roll that didn't land on the enemy. It could be anything that you have to roll for. You can go, I would like to use my point of inspiration. And you can re-roll the dice.
Now, you can put that on your character sheet. It's up at the top next to your hit points. There's a little box that says inspiration. You just click on it, and it puts like a sunburst in it, so you know you have inspiration.
Yep.
Once you use it, you just click it off, and it's gone.
Yep, you can only use it once. Once you've used it, it's gone until you gain inspiration in some way. Inspiration can be rewarded by the DM. It can be rewarded by a character like this NPC, but it allows you to re-roll. Any roll you so choose. Yes. Oh, I thought you had
That
a
was a question. I was just fiddling.
So she has granted you this this boon, and she goes, "The door you seek is behind you. The trial will start the minute you cross the threshold. I cannot tell you exactly what you will find, for each trial is unique to those going together. All I can say is this: the only danger you will find is the danger you take with you. Speak truth, be honest, face, speak friend and enter. Seek the challenges together. Trust one another, or I can guarantee you will fail. Is there anything else you require of me at this time?"
No, man.
All right. Then, good luck. I wish you well. I will be here if you make it back.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the group and be like, what
Oh, I'm scared.
Yes.
say?
Oh, I'm stress sweating,
Show
baby.
me your stones.
Mm.
Show me stones, the stones of fire speech.
Yes.
Oh, I have mine around my neck, so.
Yep.
Okay, you have yours around your neck. Where are yours?
Same.
I guess we all just
Put them on like necklaces.
That'll
Yeah.
work. Cool, cool.
Okay. Can I actually weld mine to my arm?
ooh.
If you want, yeah.
Shit. That's
Okay.
cool.
So
I wanna
as you,
do
where
as
would you like
close.
it?
On my arm?
I mean, you have a leather cord. You could just tie it on there for now if you want.
I don't want to get it lost. I don't want it to be able to cut off, knock off. I want it embedded in my arm.
All right, where would you like it to be? Upper arm, forearm? Tell me where you want it.
Like
I'm
a
gonna
watch,
put it
in
here so I
Okay.
can talk, because you know the other stone I have is like right here.
Yes.
The crystal's here, so I'm gonna put it like here.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you can do this without needing to roll anything because you have experience. You've embedded magical items into your arm before. And so as you place the stone of far speech on your forearm, you sort of wave your hand back and forth, and this red energy pulsates from your fingers. And the metal in your arm actually separates a little bit to allow for this to comfortably sit and form around it so that it looks like it was always supposed to be a part of your arm. And now you have the jewel in your wrist area, at the, whatever this part of the back of the hand. And then within your forearm is now the stone of far speech. And it glows along with the other arcane energy that shoots up and down your arm. It now has this pulsating glow to it.
Okay, cool. I just want us to make sure that we don't lose them.
Oh yeah.
Smart.
Smart.
Are you ready to venture forth now?
Yes.
Also, that was, ooh, we should talk about that later. That was badass, yes.
Appreciate it.
It just bounds by into the unknown. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my god.
So as you approach, who wants to touch and open the door first?
I will with my metal arm.
Ooh,
Put your hand
good
down.
call.
So as you reach out and touch the door, there's no latch, there's no resistance. You're able to push and open it slowly.
Why do I love the sound of the door?
ASMR.
Your arm tingles with like static electricity. And Grim and Astrella, the two of you feel this the strongest. You feel within your chest this pull, this heartbeat that matches your own, and you feel compelled to go in and find this arcane item. It calls out to your magic wielder stronger than everybody.
I was gonna say it calls to me like Moana, the ocean.
Are you all going to walk in together, one at a time?
I think we should stay pretty close, but what do y'all want to do?
Wow.
Yeah, single file, just kind of real close to each other.
If need be, we can
I can take up the rear.
hold hands.
Starts freaking out, like grabs like tries to grab like everybody's hand at once, like
Damn, one hand. One hand.
well, I'll have two.
One in front, one back. We're making a damn line.
Okay. Can I?
Okay, so Nim grabs Nim grabs Grip's hand. I'll grab Nim's other hand.
Okay.
I'll grab Yassin's hands.
Mhm.
We'll go.
Dawson, you in the back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we got Grim in the front, Nim, Astrella, Yassin. Excellent. All of you walk in through this door. I want all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Shit.
We're a human chain and we're gonna have problems here.
Okay. A constitution. Is this like what you have to beat if we fight?
I got you. 21.
21. Okay.
Wait, how do you do that?
What?
So you're looking at
Constitution.
so yeah, con save. So you're gonna look at your con saves or your saving throws, find the number for your con, D20, add together.
18.
18. Okay.
18.
18. Yassin.
24.
24. Wow.
Hey, go
Nice.
you, Emily. I mean,
All right.
Astrella.
As you walk in through this door, all of you are buffeted by arcane energies. Blackness swirls around you as if it's a living creature, and you feel your hands being ripped apart, but you are all able to strengthen your grip and hold on to each other. Nobody is lost in the swirling darkness. As you reach the other side, you are all together, and you are all in nothingness.